good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
In the air to left center. Simpson on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Tap foul at the plate. And a ball and 2 strikes. This one in the air center field. McGee in and to his right. That is the inning. Back in Seattle, all set for the top of the 6th. Elly De La Cruz getting ready to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. That one fouled off. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. Shawn Armstrong on a pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Oh, what a stop. From his knees, the throw. Nicely done for the out. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Anthony Santander. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Inside, almost got him. That's a laser base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. See you later. A 2-run shot. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. Now it's the DH, Ian Happ. And he grounds one back up the middle. What a stop. On the money. Nice play.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Up the middle. Slides for the stop. Fires to first. And they get the out. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the center fielder, Dave Roberts. Trying to bunt his way on. Not in time.
Hey, he's in there.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
No, ball.
There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Fly ball down the line. Santander racing after it. And that will drop foul. Man at second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. In the dirt. And he steals third without a throw. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Here's a 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2-2 down. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here's the left fielder, Angel Martinez. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. check swing, but he went too far. 0-2 now. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Clipper, the third baseman, Kris Bryant.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Big-time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field,
That missed.
you can't
That's the
help
ball.
but chuckle a little bit.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside
Ball.
low. Ball 2. And there's a ball. High fly ball out towards left field. Simpson going back. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
Well, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it and hit it hard at the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment. Travel a little more and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Ryan Helsley gets the ball now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Half lays off. Helsley. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. 2 on, 2 outs. Not close with that one. 3-1.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Back at T-Mobile Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's Nico Hoerner. Yeah, that's fouled off. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make
Hoerner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Out towards right center field. Roberts moving under it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. Back to the top of the order now. Now the left fielder, Chandler Simpson. In the air out to center. And makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Back in Seattle, set for the last half of the 7th. Xavier Edwards digs in now. Swing and a miss.
91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Outside. That's the ball.
This one in the air center field. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Clipper, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Curve in the dirt.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Ball.
Jackknifes out of the way. On a line out towards center. McGee takes it in for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Wilson Contreras. just missed.
Ball.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. What a play. Inning over.
Whole lot of views for real. Just like a real for real.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, number 44.
De La Cruz.
Wood.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. This one smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. Hit hard, base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Got him looking. And one out now. One out man at first. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. Swings and misses at the sweeper. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Up the middle, Volpe. He flips it to second in time.
Hey,
on to first,
throw.
safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Runner on the go.
Tag.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, right field. Half on his horse. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. On the mound now, number 78.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Check swing, but he went too far. No balls, 2 strikes.
Ball.
This one popped up. De La Cruz settles underneath it. And there's one away. On the ground right side. Throws to first in time. So here's Horner now. Swinging a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A gigantic blast. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-3. Swings over the top of that one. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. Swings and misses. The high heat, too much on that one. Back at T-Mobile Park, we go to the ninth. Drew Romo getting ready to hit. High fly ball, right field. Hat under it. Takes it in for the out. On the ground to the left. Loves it on the dive. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Now batting for Chicago, the 17th,
Two down, bases empty. Now, Willie McGee. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Martinez in position. He's got it. And that is back in Seattle. Joan Duran comes on now. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a foul out of play. Duran in his 5th season, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Pitch in the dirt, ball one. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Pinch hitter coming on. Bobby Witt Jr. looking to start something with one gone. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Next is the designated hitter, Xavier Edwards. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Foul ball there. 1 strike away. And he lays down a bunt. Bare hand scoop. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
Up next for the Clippers.
Well, he saw an opportunity.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Raleigh Fingers. He has a great runner on the move. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw. That finishes the evening's action. 7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long from T-Mobile Park in Seattle. in Milwaukee. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Chicago going up against Milwaukee. And today's starting pitcher, Jacob Misiorowski. What should we keep an eye on here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
All right, ready to get underway. Chandler Simpson now at the plate.
Number 14, Chandler Simpson.
And away we go here in Milwaukee. Gets the bunt down the right side. Not in time.
He's safe.
He's safe. Simpson gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe. Got him. One gone here. And now here is Eddie Murray. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Swings through that one for strike two. Just underway here in Milwaukee. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. The 0-2. Out towards right center field. Santander racing after it. And that is that. Ian Happ up to hit. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. Swings through that one out in front that time. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Up the middle. Wow, nice play. From his knees, the throw. But no chance there with his speed. That's a hit.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Not even close there. And that's ball two. Knee high. That's in for a strike. That's inside. Ball three.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Ford, get it. Way back there and gone. He'll take a trot around the bases. Anthony Santander at the plate. Santander in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Carrying well. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. Here's Mike Trout. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Ball two.
Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Too high. Ball.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
All over that one right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Cal Raleigh, batting with one down, takes a strike. That one inside. Look out. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with two strikes.
Got him. That's out number two. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Gets under and pops it up. Murray settles under this one. And that ends the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Stepping in, Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson.
And a swing and a miss there.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
That one is hammered right field. Santander moving back for it. And caught on the warning track. Foul ball there. Muncy makes the grab, 2 down. And now the switch hitting catcher, Drew Romo.
36. Drew Romo.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back here in Milwaukee, digging in, number 86.
The second baseman, Jesus Martin.
Ball. That's inside. Ball.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Roll save. That's a stolen base. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back to the top of the order. Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. Runner takes off for third. Pitch is low. He's safe. Puts a bunt down. Murray. Oh, a great flip. And he's in there as a run scores. Here goes the runner. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. In the air, right field. Santander moving under this one. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Now here is Anthony Santander.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Inside.
Nope, inside,
and
ball
the count is 2-0. Just missed.
That's inside.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, dude. The last one wasn't even close.
Number 27, Mike Trout.
Swinging a foul out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss at a slider. That's a little bit low. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in at bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here at American Family Field, top half of the 3rd inning. Nico Hoerner digs in now. High fly ball down the left field line. And wow, that one is way out of here. He wastes no time on this one.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Simpson takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time.
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that can make a big difference in this one.
Coming on is Happ. He's there to make the catch.
Inside, ball 1.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off, Ben Rice. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count.
That's a ball.
He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And the 1-0. Just
inside,
missed.
ball 2.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Aye. Ball 1.
Strike 2.
These guys look to be pressing at the plate a bit. They're swinging at pitches that are clearly balls, just trying to make something happen. The best approach is that relaxed approach.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Start of the 4th, stepping in,
Chicago,
Eddie Murray.
The first baseman, Eddie Murray.
Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. The 1-1. That one at triple digits.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one lifted to left. Hat under it. And there's one away.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-0. Outside with a breaking ball. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope. That's inside.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Stays alive. And that is that.
Party people just gather around.
Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the 4th, number 86, getting ready to hit. Liner caught it second. 1 pitch and 1 out.
For the humpback whale, the third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball.
Inside, ball 1.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Line drive, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Next to hit, Ian Happ. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Man at first, 1 away. And Ian swings through it.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here,
Ball
you've
2.
got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Up
That's
and
ball
in,
3.
and the count is filled up. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Full extension makes the catch. What a play. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered here in this one. Inside, almost got him.
Ball.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Muncy headed for third.
And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
No, inside.
There's a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one misses. And now 3-1. And that'll load the bases.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short.
Number 78 gets the ball now.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Trout stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging for the K. Back here at American Family Field. And now the DH, Ian Happ. Tied him up inside with that one.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your head.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Nico Hoerner. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
1-1 now.
That's a ball.
In the air, left field. Happ on his horse. Reaching for it and brings it in. Bottom of the inning, digging in, Ben Wright.
Number 22.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Well, these players really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 away.
For Milwaukee, the catcher.
Foul ball. Oh, 1 down.
Ball inside.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. Strike 2. Good job to fight that one off.
Ball, that's low.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Fires to first on the run, and they get the out. Back here in Milwaukee, top 6. Willie McGee now at the plate.
Ball.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. Rice. And they put the tag on him for the out.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Fouled off left side.
Ball, that's it.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Muncy makes the grab for the second out. 2 down, base is empty. Elly De La Cruz will hit next.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. Trout settles under it. And that is that. Back here at American Family Field. Well, we go bottom 6. Number 86 digs in now. So they turn to Craig Kimbrel.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Gets him to chase after that one. Late swing, foul to the left. And he'll shoot. That's hard hit in the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts the bottom of the 6th with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
In the dirt.
Hey!
Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. It's a pitch out.
No!
Third.
He's in there!
Puts a bunt down. Corner. The throw to first. There for the out. Run comes into the safety squeeze. Third time through the order now. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. He's already homered in this game.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Santander under it. And that'll do it. Top of inning number 7. Leading off, Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Got it. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Nice grab to first. Nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit.
Gunnar Henderson.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there. This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Bottom of the 7th, stepping in, Anthony Santander. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And the runner stays where he is.
That's a ball. No, that's down.
Santander on at first. Nobody out. Grounder might be 2. To Horner at second for 1.
He's
on
out.
to Murray in time double play. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. 1 for 3.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
Nope, that's a ball.
And that
Nope,
one is
that's
downstairs.
Down.
3 balls and a strike. That's ball
Pitcher
4,
base, ball
trying
4.
another fastball, but missed the spot.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the either.
Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Brings it in with a nice running grab. That is the inning.
Here comes the mic when I come through. Here comes the mic when I come through. Get up, stand up, get things better.
Ian Happ getting ready to hit.
The designated hitter, Ian Happ.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air, left field. And there's one down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
In the air to left center. Hat in position. And there's two away. Here's the second baseman, Nico Hoerner.
Second baseman, Nico Hoerner.
Ball, that's out.
Grounds one to short. Jumps, throws. Pretty nice play there. Back here in Milwaukee, and now it's Bobby Witt Jr. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth.
Aye.
This one in the air, center field. McGee under it, and there's two away. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Aye.
Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. And he grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive. Hung up in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him. That's the third out, inning over. Back here at American Family Field. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Willie McGee. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. Out to center. Trout sizing it up. Takes it in for the out.
Now batting for Chicago, the left fielder, Chandler Simpson.
And that one hammered way back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Wastes no time there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time.
He's trying for third. Pitch misses. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. Kenley on here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very...
To the right side. Base hit. Can't glove it cleanly.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Runner on the go. On the ground right side. Here's the tag, and he's out. So they're down to their final. Pitch hitter coming on. Babe Ruth looking for a two-out hit with a runner at scoring position. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Check swing, now an appeal to third. No swing. Man at second. They're down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game. And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I need you and your friends to show up at 10. We leave in the Benz truck. Uber Lux and some we rolled up. I know you when the night is peak. When you relax and dance with me. Slow. Hands on your hip, move slow. Heart in my chest beat fast, but on the gas, I hope that it lasts. You spin my heart around. Full 360. You spin my heart around. Full 360.
Did a swagger when I step. Walk in looking like a jet. Feeling like a million, forgot about my rent. She be in the city, opposite of innocent. And Benny told up friends, to bring a friend. Took a girl from the podium. Now the guys in here, I sodium. It's a lonely man, things ain't going as planned, but it's a real life. I protect my neck with necklace. She protect, I rock the nexus. I forget that we got exes. Seem like 3Q and as we exit. Throwing peace signs in the air like Hendrix. I'm the brains behind them all family. What's up to take us for a ride? I gotta dip real quick, let the course arrive. You spin my heart around. Full 360. You spin my heart around. Full 360.
If it feels like a spade, then call it a spade. And love in the day, by nighttime it changes. Spinning around with new faces. Dance floor like amazing. Lost in the mood. Falling in love with you and you. It's fun when it's new, it's fun when it's new, it's fun when it's new until it's old news.
One down. Leonardo Williams up next for the Mariners. Williams with a homer in his last game. Williams working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. And that's outside, and it's 2-1.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
The next offering misses. Full count now. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 down. Williams digging in. They say pressure makes diamonds. Let's see if this turns into a gem.
Yep, time to see if this one shines.
That one ripped, but foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Two on, 1 out. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it. 1 down at the plate. Gary Sinclair.
Gary Sinclair.
On the ground to the left. The throw to first. Got him.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Williams starts it off with a lead. Looking to play add-on, not just maintenance singing.
Yeah, partner,
No,
when you've
out.
got momentum, you ride it.
Nope,
count,
that's
great hitter
outside.
at the
Ball.
dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Out to short, Nimala. Slings to first, one away, bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Leonardo Williams. He's one of the best players in the game. This one drilled, right center field. That one heading for the fence, and gone! His 27th home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot. Hard hit to third. Fires to second for 1. They get the double play, and just 1 out to go now.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start.
Williams with some solid production in the win. Only 1 hit, a home run.
Really liked how he looked in this one. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed in the results. Nice job.
So up next, Leonardo Williams. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Williams launched a homer in his most recent game. 0-1. And that is out of play. The 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Settles under this one. And there's 1 down. Williams stepping in. One door closed, but here's another shot singing. This guy has a chance to deliver.
Opportunity to be a great teammate right here, Boog. Nothing says I got you like a 2-out ribby.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in. 3 innings complete. And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot. 0-1 down. What a stop. The feed for 1. Double play. What a clean killing. Williams, a former MVP, 30 years old now, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Inside, almost got him. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Hard hit, right side. Isaac takes it to the bag. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Mariners.
And into the box for Baltimore, Roman Anthony. That's to third, Williams. Comes home with it for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Williams in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Stays alive. Fuentes, 5 saves on the year. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. Jackknifes out of the way.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where...
Ouch, that one got him. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Wyatt Langford up next for the Mariners. Runner takes off in the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job. Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Julio Rodriguez getting ready to hit. Fuentes is just 1 strike away. This one in the air center field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Williams played okay, but not well enough to boost them to a win.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him, Boog.
When your love comes around, I'm
Leonardo Williams, former first-round pick, gearing up. The promising young prospect will certainly play a key role in this one. And stepping in for the Mariners, Leonardo Williams, second in the American League in hitting. Swing and a foul out of play. We know he's capable of hitting home runs, Chris. Nobody in the league has hit more. On a line. And there's one down.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time off he'll find a hole.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. And that is the third out of the inning. Back at T-Mobile Park, all set for the start of the inning. Johan Espinosa stepping in now for the Yankees. On the ground to third. Toss to Naylor. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Up next for the Mariners, the third baseman, Leonardo Williams.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Out of here. He circles the bases, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-zip.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Toss to Naylor. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Really nice technique right there to get that sac bunt down. Advances that runner up another base. That was his job. He got it done.
Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Leonardo Williams. Foul ball there. Williams, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he's a 5-time MVP, and he's left his mark on this game of baseball. Got him swinging.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Williams digs in. They're in front, but that lead could shrink quickly.
A little breathing room never hurt Boog. He's got the bat to supply that 0-2.
And the 1-0. Williams wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. That one close. Ruled the ball. 2-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. And now it's 1-2. Short hop liner handled it short. Whips it to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Williams had a solid game for them, a real contributor. Had only one hit, but made it count with a homer.
Definitely a strong game at the plate, Boog, and it's safe to say he made a difference for him. Nice job to help lift the team to a win.
Don't make me
had a lot of success against this pitcher, Singy.
Yeah, he's like a DJ with the timing, Boo. Just mixing barrels and bad intentions every time they face off.
Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Wyatt Langford up next for the Mariners.
Quick move to first.
And he's back in safely. Man at first, one away. That's a base hit. Around second, on his way to third.
Come on, get out, get out, get out.
Now the tag at third, and they got him. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Rafael Devers will hit next. On the ground. Throws to first, and that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Up next for the Mariners.
Williams, a former Gold Glove winner, batting second in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And now 1-2. Campbell over at first with one away. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
First and second, one out. Wyatt Langford the next to hit,
Take it,
and they're all loaded up. Catcher challenge, we'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Here's Josh Naylor.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The M's with a chance to score first here in the second game of the series. 6 straight outside the strike zone.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the
Thank you,
umpire.
mate.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded, and I'll say that was a good, patient at bat to draw the walk, and you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
Base hit, 1 run in already. The throw home. Tag, save, and they're up by 3.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Williams in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Squirts away a little bit. Man at second. That one a little bit high. Ball 3. And a big swing and a miss. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
First and second, 2 outs. Wyatt Langford digs in now. 2 on, 2 outs. Swings, and this one's flared. Makes the catch. Inning over. Here's the third baseman, Yamada, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's the third. Williams. Long throw to first. That is the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. So a man at first. Now at the plate, Leonardo Williams. He's one of the best players in the game.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Williams with a homer in his last game. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 1-2. Base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. We're through 6 full. It's the Mariners 4 and the Yankees. Back in Seattle, we go to the 8th. Pete Crow Armstrong stepping in now for the Yankees. Here's a 1-2. And he lays down a bunt. Scoops it up barehanded. But no chance. That's an infield single. Tap foul at the plate. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong moving under it. And there's 1 down. 2 outs. Runner on first. Here's the catcher, David Yamada. On the ground to third, Williams. Tosses to first, and that's the 3rd out. Williams locks in, tying run on. No time like the present, Singy. This trip to the plate could really shake things up.
Yeah, no doubt, Boo. These are the moments that define a hitter's season. He's got a shot to flip the script right here.
Swinging a ground ball, and that's just foul.
Well, in this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
And that skips in the dirt. That one missed.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Up the middle. And that one handled. Not in time. He's safe.
Got himself in great position and couldn't have played that one any better, but just stood no chance with that great speed running down the line.
First offering. Runner goes in the dirt. Blocked. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. The Mariners with the tying and winning runs in scoring position. And the home team trying to pull it out. Makes the catch, 1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases loaded with one away. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Payoff pitch. Ball four, and a run comes in to score.
Well, all tied up again, and that's a pretty rough way to give up a lead. It's just kind of a gut punch for the entire team to issue the free pass right there.
The 0-2. Swing and a bouncer. The flip crosses the winning run, and the Mariners walk it off in extra innings. One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Sciambi saying so long. Williams digging in. This matchup has been one-sided and not in the pitcher's favor, Chris.
Yeah, probably circled this one when the schedule came out. Might as well hand him the remote. He's been in full control in this one.
That one fouled off. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in.
No, that's a ball.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. High fly ball, right field. Baddoo in position. And there's two down.
Batting third.
Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Williams stepping in. Pressure's on. One swing can flip the whole game.
Yeah, and this guy's no stranger to the spotlight. He's built for moments like this.
Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. His 32nd of the year, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-1. Singy, that's 449 career homers, and it ties him with both Jeff Bagwell and Vladimir Guerrero.
Well, you just named a pair of Hall of Fame players, so I think we know where he's headed after he retires.
Trying to move him over here. Off balance feet, there's one. Oh. First safe. Man at first, one away.
Third baseman, Williams.
Ball one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's the ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Langford, the base runner at first with one out. Runner on the move. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Throws to second. In there. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
And foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And up next for Seattle, Leonardo Williams. Looking to do more of what he did back in the third.
No doubt. That 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game. And an important swing of the bat.
Nice grab. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Runner at second, 2 down. Leonardo Williams up next for the Mariners. He's already homered in this game.
Nope, that's inside.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air to left center. Espinosa gets under it. And that ends the inning. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1. Williams had a great showing in the win. Just 1 hit, but it did leave the yard.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Leonardo Williams ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. So 2 down, digging in, Bernardo Alvarez. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. On the ground. And that chance handled. Out number 3. So now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Williams digs in. He can't hide from it, Siggy. He's been dominated in this matchup.
But here's a new opportunity, Boo. Got to take advantage and flip the script. The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Ball. Got him. One gone here. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Man at first, one away. Ground ball up the middle. The flip to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to inning number 4. It's the Mariners 1, the Rays nothing. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. One down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Bernardo Alvarez. Swing and a ground ball. Williams fires over to first. And there's 2 down. Bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Leonardo Williams. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He'll take a trot around the bases. His 37th homer of the year. Hey! Check swing, went around, and that is strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. The 0-2. Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to him.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long from T-Mobile Park in Seattle.